Concentrate on the things we do well.
Something I've been waiting for a long time.
It's very honoring.
Things that we can get better at. Opportunity to play.
You know, I know no one's ever done it before, so obviously you want to make sure that your organization sits atop. It's nice to achieve, but every year is a new year, so we're excited about this year, and we're excited about representing the league and ourselves, the organization, in the following tournaments.
Next year, obviously, it comes into play with some bursts into some tournaments that are really important to this club. So that's first and foremost. Second, you know, to me, it really does show who the best team in the MLS is. It's a long season; it's 10 months, and to have the most points after a pretty grueling season is a huge deal, and it doesn't get the exposure it deserves or the press it deserves. But it says a lot about these guys and the team and the organization. In particular, we won it 2 years in a row. That's never been done before, so it's we're very proud of what we did this year. And now it would be a cherry on top to really continue this and win the MLS Cup here at home.
I think first and foremost, to me, it's the traditional championship in soccer, and it shows that over the course of a long season, we're the best team. That to me is a true championship. The MLS Cup is who's the hottest team at the end of the year and who's playing the best. And so for me, this is special. What it means is for the club is, besides the championship, is the opportunities obviously to play in international competitions next year. That's great for the players. It's great for the organization from a business standpoint, and you know, everything, getting those types of events into the stadium and for this team. So I think it's a win-win all around, and a special occasion for all of us players and you know, the staff and the organization.
So it's kind of interesting towards the end of the year, where you know you're already in playoffs, they're out of playoffs, but you know it's important for us to continue to stay sharp, and the way to do that is train hard and train with the same you know, intensity that you usually do, even more so, because now that the playoffs are coming, it's important to tighten up everything and you know use the game this weekend as a springboard into the playoffs. You know, try and play well and get back to our game, and then have a good week of training after that, and then the show begins.
Well, today was the first session, and it was actually pretty intense. You know, it wasn't supposed to be, but it did, and I think that's just the way this team is and these players are. So I think we look at it from a player standpoint that we want to continue to play. We want to continue to get the results that you know, we've gotten over the last 13 games. I keep going back to that, but and we want to make sure that going into the playoffs we are prepared. Everybody's on the same page. Everything is done. So you kind of look at this weekend as preparation for next weekend or for the first playoff game. Whereas before, maybe if we didn't have the supporter shield, you really have to focus on the result this weekend. I don't think the result's important, but it's really the performance and making sure our team is together, everybody's healthy, and we're playing properly and making the right decisions so that when we go into playoff time, it's, you know, when the results matter, we're right. And so it takes a little bit of focus away from this weekend and puts it on the playoff, but at the same time, we still want the results. It's still a streak that we want to keep alive, and we want to maintain that focus of being unbeatable.
Every game you're part of, you still want to make sure you control what you can and make sure that we play our way, and you know, we'll manage some minutes, but ultimately it's another test for us. And I think to keep sharp for the playoffs coming up, you have to go and perform at your best, and we're going to expect that from everybody.